When will Black people stop worshiping these celebrities? I don't understand this whatsoever. If you all haven't seen, Jemele Hill actually was on Oprah Winfrey's podcast, and she talked to Oprah about her no contact with her father. And for the life of me, I just don't understand why these people feel like Oprah is someone that they can really talk to, that she has so much insight, all of the things. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I don't understand why Black people are so quick to run to Oprah Winfrey to sit down and just give all this information to her about their families, what's going on, all of this. I just don't understand that. Oprah is not a psychologist. She's not. She's just a woman that has done very well for herself, has made a lot of money off things like this, you know. So, but again, I don't understand why people feel like, especially Black people, feel like they have to go to her, sit down and spill it, spill their guts to her, give her all this information about their families and all this and that. For what? She's not a psychologist. That's how she basically made her money off exploiting people like this, you know? Jemele Hill, basically, if you haven't heard, she sat down with Oprah Winfrey on her podcast, talking to her about, having a no contact with her father. Because if you don't know, I think, sometimes last year, it could have been the beginning of this year, where Oprah had a special on in regards to, family members, kids coming on her show, talking about no contact with their families, all of that, It is what it is. A lot of people do not have contact with their mothers, fathers, hell, sister, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles, the whole 9 yards. Jemele Hill sat down with Oprah, talked to her about having a no contact with her father. And now Jemele Hill's father is upset because she didn't go into more details, more about her father, and he's upset about it now. But again, I just don't understand why people feel like they have to run to Oprah to sit down and just give all this information, talk about all these different things, when Oprah, in my opinion, do not even care about the average Black American. She does not, because I made a video talking about her and Jay-Z. These people have never talked about reparations for Black people. And these two are the most Blackest people ever. But they have never just sat down and brought up, what about reparations for Black people? But here you have all these people still worshiping these celebrities. For what? I just don't understand why people keep running to these celebrities. For what? For what? Oprah always seemed to always gravitate to all of these white people. All of these white people. You very seldom see her with any Black people talking about this, that, and the other. It's always these white people that have written these books and all of this and all of that, It's just so ridiculous to me. Oprah she's not all that. She just has a lot of money. She has a lot of money. But she is not a psychologist for anyone to run to and say X, Y, Z. What is she going to say other than if you were sitting on a psychologist's couch? I mean, really, she can't give you any insight on why you don't have no contact with your father. Granted, I understand probably the reason why she did it, because she had that special talking about the no contact with the parents and all of this and that. But hell, to me, that's nothing new. That's something that has always been going on, because if people are toxic and you can't seem to get along with them, regardless of who they are, mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, whomever, cut them out your life. Because if you don't want that negativity drawn to you, cut them out your life, regardless of who they are. Just because they're your mother, just because they're your father, that doesn't mean that they can't be toxic as well. So if that's the way it rolls, hell, you just cut them out your life. You know? And it's sad that it comes down to that, but sometimes you just have to do that, because people will run you absolutely crazy if you allow them to do that to you, and especially if they're not in a right mind. So again, Oprah, to me, in my opinion, she is no one to be running to talking about this type of, family problems and things of this nature. It's that I just think it's, people need to stop worshiping these celebrities, because again, in my opinion, she does not care about the average Black American, period. And that's my opinion. You all comment below and tell me your thoughts on this. And if you enjoyed this video, please check out this next video, because I think you will enjoy it.